I know that every last one of us is absolutely thinking the same thing. How are we not done with the Suburban yet? Then I got to thinking, I probably got to work on it. So that's what we're going to do in this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop. Well, guys, welcome back to Square Body Suburban time. It's been a little while. We had the Caddy in here. We had we didn't have the Mercury in here, but we worked on it. And then we had a whole bunch of random crap going on. So it's definitely time to get back to work on this thing because we got to get back to work on this thing. Our plan is, I think we've had the same plan the whole time. Rescue this square body Suburban. And, our original plan was to take it on Power Tour. That ship has sailed, and at this point in the game, guys, we'd be lucky to make it for next Power Tour. But we're going to not worry about that, all right? We got a bunch of parts over here. Let me bring over the other side of the shop here. So, like, Suburban parts, whole mess of Suburban parts. And notice they're not on the Suburban. That's a problem. And I think I'm probably the root of that problem because I've been all over the place. And if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know that happens. Especially like every couple of months, things get a little crazy and I got to just jump around. And that's what you're experiencing right now, I appreciate you sticking around because it can get a little confusing, a little frustrating, and a little, right? But I'm going to tell you a lie right now and tell you we're all done with that, and we're just going to concentrate on this guy. We're going to do that for the next 7 to 12 minutes for sure. I don't know what the future brings after that. Let's hope we can keep going because, guys, I really want to see this thing done. Actually get out on the road a little bit and do what we're supposed to be doing, rescuing this square body. In the interest of actually accomplishing something, I don't know that we're going to jump right into any of these bigger jobs right here because they take longer. That's what bigger jobs do, guys. Come on. So where are we at? I got lost for a second. Be all right. Took the long way around. No idea why. Get my steps in for the day, guys. I think we're going to tackle a very, very simple job right now that this is all it requires. And I know old Howie Mook was looking forward to seeing my seamstressness. Sure, that's a word. We're going to take care of this little issue right here. At least try to. We're going to ignore this one, ignore that one, and maybe do a little something on that. So that's the game plan. We'll see if the Boy Scouts, taught me well, and we'll see if I still got it. Well, guys, we're making pretty good progress here. We started back here, and you see. Obviously, it doesn't look factory fresh, but does any of this thing look factory fresh? Nope, that's not the idea behind this build. So I'm going to keep getting after it. You can watch my terrible technique, and maybe Mom will critique me later. If you're wondering why the needle nose pliers are here, because sometimes it doesn't want to go through the vinyl. No, it's not real leather. You ever see blue cows? Obviously, it's not real leather. But pull it through there, pinch it tight together. You don't want to use the thread to pull that, right? And there you go. Little known fact: my grandfather was a tailor, so this is like in my blood, you know. But on the other hand, my other grandfather was a detective, and I never know who did it in any of those cop shows. So I guess it's not really in the blood. It's just, yeah. Here we go. All right, guys, tell me what you think, you know? First impression, you ready? Right? Just think back to when we first got this thing, right? The dash was destroyed. Everything was just taken apart, hanging everywhere. The headliner was terrible. Gaping wound here. And now it's, yeah, I got it. It's not perfect. There's some other spot, but you know, first glance, first impressions, huge deal, right? I'm going to leave it right here because we're not going to be able to put this. There's not enough material here, right? So if I try to stretch it, it's just going to pull through here because this is dry. Same here. And I've decided same over there. Right here, you see I kept these stitches really close together. This way it's not like a lot of tension on them. And there was just enough next to this piping that I was able to grab that and make that, you know, seal her up nice. So, world of difference. Definitely worth the 45 minutes it took me and the $4 it cost. But huge shout out to my mom because she showed me how to sew when I was a kid. And to Megan, she ordered this stuff. This heavy duty stuff is a game changer. And it's like, I think it was a couple bucks off of Amazon. And she had these curved needles, which is, that was just perfect for this job. So, yeah, I think we're gonna do some more manly stuff now because I feel I need to. So if you're wondering why is the hood open, step one to this job was to disconnect the battery so the dome light don't stay on the whole time we're working on it because, well, that'll just kill the battery, guys. And we know the dome light works. That's actually the first thing we fixed on this because it was easiest. That's why. But this may be easy. I don't know. I've been overthinking it. Shocker, I know. But we're going to get into some of these boxes. Specifically, this guy right here, Summit box. And this one I got hiding over here underneath the 65. It keeps migrating. So, you guys want to take a guess what's in there? Summit Racing. We've been needing exhaust on this guy. So, we got this guy right there. We got there. Clamps. And we're going dual, guys. Because why wouldn't you? Right? Hopefully that's enough fall time. We'll see. That means this here. Damp box. Lots of pipes, guys. That's it. All right, so we got the parts listing here of all the stuff we get in a little box there, and then here's like a remember the legends like on a map, That's how you set it up. So rough draft, right? You see, it's kind of you gotta. I'm gonna have to get in the map.
No, I know. I'm gonna have to go into the map.
Okay, if you see a little version of me in there, kill it.
But, yeah, so left side, right side, I think that's to go around the starter. Eventually I'll take these out of the box. Now back here gets a little tricky because according to this guy, this is the way they go. But it kind of seems like they're upside down, so they could have gotten mislabeled, or maybe I'm just wrong. Either one, totally possible. So, it says start at the front by putting it all together, and work your way back. You don't want to tighten it all up until it's up, everything's in there and kind of ready to go, because once it's tightened up, So, seems like I got an extra pipe. That's better than being a short one. Looks like I got two of the left side manifold ones. So this is a kit, obviously. Got it from Summit. And I got manifold back. So this should bolt right in. I'm a little skeptical because, as we know, 1989, right? Right. This is for up to like an 87 because that's when the trucks went OBS. I'm thinking the only difference is if this was for an 89, it would have like a bung on it for an O2 sensor, which we don't need because we got a carburetor in there now. So I'm thinking we're going to be good. I'll take you underneath here and show you what we're working with. What we got to pull out before we start putting these in. It's probably a better way to say that. Anyway, here we go. All right, guys, we are underneath the vehicle. And in case you're wondering why this thing was louder than a bunch of mofos, that's why. That's it. That's where she ends. That's all she wrote. You get it. So originally it was a single exhaust, so you had the crossover pipe. The whole Y pipe coming right there. So we're going to pull the Y pipe off. And, well, that's the good news is that's the only thing we got to pull off because there ain't nothing else anywhere in here. So I'm thinking that's where the original muffler went. But yeah, see, we have a bunch of room, so we'll see how this works, and we'll hope for the best. Catalytic converter right here. Yeah, we're not gonna put that back in either. One of the good things about buying these kits too is comes with all the clamps, hardware, hangers, gaskets, like everything you need. These two I ordered for the mufflers because when I bought the kit, it said it comes with everything except for the ones for the mufflers. So we should be good. And what's even, if you look at the old map over here, it even shows you clamp, hanger, clamp, clamp, hanger, and a clamp. So this should be idiot proof, which means I'll probably screw it up. Finally getting to use my 6-ton jack stands. Actually, this is the second time I use them. I used them on the Tundra the other day. But got a little bit of croil. You know, we got under here. Well, yeah, this guy right here, the flange for the exhaust. You know how they get, so we juice them up a little bit. And we're waiting, you know, patiently. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but when I was driving this thing around and like when I went up to the house and came down, it was kind of hanging up. You know, like you throw it in gear, it should go like a little, but it wasn't. And well, we figured out what it is, I think. Yeah. Yep. Let's go. There we go. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Something's not right there. I thought it was something with the brake cable, like in the rear. I mean, it could be. We haven't gotten there yet, but that guy is definitely not good. But here's some good news. We stumbled upon just the smallest amount of rust while we were going to jack the back up. We got it all out of there. So the way I see it, this guy is now rust-free. All right, we got everything set under here, and I gotta show you, this thing just, see how like the frame and then like the leaf spring just super scaly, right? But like everything else is like the floors are there, just straight solid. And then you get to this spot right here. So like I said, is now rust-free, right? And we're not worried about that, I promise you that much. Scaly, but not bad. Floors, legit, right? It's just weird. Well, then we get over here, guys. So, not nearly as bad as the other side, but looks like we got a couple friends. Well, at least they used to be there. I'm like 99% sure it's, you know, dormant or inactive or whatever. So we're just gonna get after it. You know, we'll mess around a little bit first, and so you know, yeah. There you go. All right. So about, you know, 75, 8. Oh, the little one here, too. Nope. Whoa. All right, well, that one, I guess, is dormant. This one got a little more size to it. So, you guys know I haven't had the best luck with the great outdoors lately, so I've never been stung or anything like that. First time for everything. Yeah. I was right, dude. I should be an exterminator. Let me go the crap out of here. We'll move on. All right. Now she's rust-free and wasp-free. So we're all set. And don't worry, guys. Safety third. So we got a whole good news, bad news situation going on here. Good news is, clearly it's out. Bad news, you guys already probably know. Broke a couple bolts. This one, the stud broke flush on the manifold, so we're going to be doing some drilling. These over here broke right there. So, yeah, we're gonna figure some things out here. We got some parts. Guess we gotta cut this. I guess we gotta cut this so we can get these guys off. We gotta reuse those. Yeah, that's it for that. Because the rest of the work is gonna be underneath there, and probably not very fun. So ignore most of what I just said, because started thinking about it, and well, you know how these things hit the flange, a little donut in there, right? Which means these guys are probably, yeah, they don't sound like gaskets, do they? Nope, they're flanges. Thanks, Summit, appreciate that. So we will not be cutting that off, but we still got to do some drilling. I'm half thinking that where the ones on, so the left side is the one that broke flush with the manifold. The right side broke the two flush with the nut. We might have enough threads. I'm going to clean them up because they are atrocious. But we might have enough that we can use those. Let's see if I can find some anyways. But man, I really don't want to. You guys know how I mean. I was using the best stuff on the market. This Croyle, forget about it. And didn't work. It worked on half of them. So, you know, that's half good. But I'm going to call it for tonight because I do not want to mess with this right now. It's, you know, I got it out, good stopping point. We're going to get the rest of those bolts figured out, do some cleaning, and then start installing the exhaust. But I got a little tore up with the rust situation here. And by the way, we're going to hold a little contest. Thanks to Nick. Nick's the guy that thought of this. I'm going to weigh this. And you guys put in the comments how much you think it weighs. I'll tell you next video, or I'll show you, because, you know, trust but verify. So, and whoever is the closest or dead on or whatever will trade a couple stickers. So, fun little game. Yeah, I'm going to head up. I'll worry about this stuff tomorrow, and I think I'll still be here. See you guys tomorrow. So you guys already know it's not the next day, right? It's actually like the next weekend. And reason is I had other stuff to do. I made a conscious decision to not work on this guy, and instead I jumped on that guy right there, and me and Buddy went out for a ride. It was awesome. And we went down to Nick's house. So I know I promised you guys updates on some of his stuff. And, you know, a little field trip down there. And, well, I didn't do it. It's coming up anyways. Because we're going to be back down there on Sunday. And you guys will see why. All right, that's all I'm going to say. All that being said, I'm about to get after this thing. And I am about 90% sure that the words I will have to say while dealing with the problems that that guy right there caused, not going to be PG or even PG-13. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to call the video for now. I got a little long anyways. And let you know a couple things. You got to come back next week. We're going to pick up right where we left off because I'm about to actually just start recording right now. Well, after I finish recording it, you get it. All right? So we're going to take care of the problems that thing caused. So the exhaust is still back there. We're going to be putting that on. And we're going to have to figure out why this guy doesn't roll anymore. Yeah, barely. So those are the things we're going to see on the next video. I might even have a little trick for this guy right there. And don't forget, guys, don't forget the big contest. I bet you want to get some stickers. What do you think this weighs? So you saw the pile. Here it is. I even got the nest in there, all right? So we're going to do it like Wheel of Fortune. Not Wheel of Fortune. What's that one with the guy? He's got the hair and the beard. Price is Right. That one. The old guy. Like the new guy has the beard. The old guy did not. He beat up Billy Madison. That's right, right? No, Happy Gilmore.
The price is wrong, bitch.
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough. Bitch.
You get it. I'm a little confused, so it's a perfect time to start drilling on some things I don't want to drill on. But, yeah, so whoever gets the closest without going over sends you a little prize. So, until then, guys, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend, and remember, if you want to have the coolest thing in a parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. Thanks for watching, guys.